Hey guys, welcome back to another video where I'm going to be speaking about some meme coins that I think have 50 to 100x potential. In the last cycle in 2020 and 2021, we saw some meme coins go to some insane valuations, things like Dogecoin, things like SHIB, went to the tens of billions of market cap. And I think meme coins do have a place in the upcoming cycle over the next year or two. And I think the coins we're going to talk about today have 50 to 100x potential. So let's dive right in. So, like I mentioned, Dogecoin in the last cycle in 2020 and 2021 went to an absolutely insane valuation. If you look at the peak market cap of Dogecoin, it was pretty much $100 billion market cap. And you had the chance or the opportunity to buy Dogecoin throughout the bear market around the kind of 300 million market cap sort of range. So that is a absolutely insane multiple. And, people that caught this Dogecoin trade pretty much outperformed. The same with Shiba, went to an insane valuation. $40 billion market cap. I spent a lot of time in 2020 in the kind of tens of millions or kind of hundreds of millions sort of market cap. So again, people that took this trade pretty much outperformed everyone. And, in the last cycle, I was kind of in the middle of the curve. I thought that these coins with no utility, that it was a stupid trade. People were going to lose all their money. When actually crypto memes or crypto meme coins are part of crypto culture. Don't get me wrong, they come with incredible risk. But I think having no exposure to meme coins in crypto is probably more risky than having exposure, because like I say, in last cycle, they were some of the best trades. If you catch the right memes, you can make absolutely insane multiples. So I have allocated a small portion of my portfolio to meme coins this cycle, just because, like I say, I think there's actually more risk not having any exposure than having, very small exposure in your portfolio, just because of the insane X's and the insane valuations that some of these coins went to. So like I say, Dogecoin, $100 billion market cap, SHIB went to $40 billion market cap. And right now, SHIB is sitting at $5.6 billion valuation. And Dogecoin is sitting about a $12 billion valuation. So still pretty insane valuations. Now, looking at the chart of Dogecoin, I am actually pretty bullish on Doge. This isn't one of the coins that I think has the kind of 50 to 100x potential that we're going to talk about in a bit. But just to, look at this chart, Doge is kind of, I guess, like one of the leaders of the meme space, right? So if we're bullish on Doge, I think money can trickle down into the rest of the meme coins. And this chart looks ready to rocket. Once Doge clears this kind of 10-cent sort of region, I think we could get a pretty impulsive move on Dogecoin to the upside. Right now, we're in this kind of almost multi-year range. We've been in this range since the start of 2023 and just kind of been bouncing around, ping-ponging around in this range. So like I say, once we clear the 10-cent region, I do think there could be a big move on Dogecoin. The high of Dogecoin, 73 cents. I do think that can get run this cycle. Obviously, the top of Dogecoin was when Elon Musk went on Saturday Night Live, right? It was a pretty obvious top. I've spoken about in previous videos and, other content that I've put out there. These kind of macro tops for coins or for projects tend to come around big macro events when you're late on in the cycle. So at this point, we were relatively late on in the cycle. Elon Musk going on Saturday Night Live. There were a bunch of other catalysts. I don't want to say this was an obvious top, but when you see these kind of events, generally you want to be cautious as we get later on in the cycle. So for example, Bitcoin topped when the Coinbase IPO happened, and then the futures ETF went live. Dogecoin topped when Elon Musk went on Saturday Night Live, and there were XYZ other things happening. So as we progress throughout the cycle and then you have these kind of big macro events, you want to be a bit more careful and kind of tread a bit lightly and maybe, think about taking profit around those sort of times. But with that being said, the first meme coin that I want to speak about that I think has 50 to 100x potential is Toshi. Now, Toshi is on the base chain, which is Coinbase's chain. And I'm incredibly bullish on Coinbase as a stock. I've been talking about buying the stock of Coinbase for a while, but I do think Coinbase is going to grow its user base. I do think with the new product ranges that they've got coming, things with the futures, I think a lot of trading and a lot of crypto volume is going to be done on Coinbase. Now, if Coinbase has a relatively large market share, then it's going to be relatively easy for the base ecosystem or for the base chain to do pretty well. So I do think that Coinbase are going to help pump Toshi. Toshi is the biggest meme coin on the base chain at the minute. You can see this is their website. Toshi the cat, named after Satoshi Nakamoto. And currently it's at a $46 million market cap. Now, when you think about what we just looked at with Doge and Shiba going to 100 to or 40 to 100 billion dollar market caps, this has a lot of upside, right? And I'm not saying that this is going to go to $40 billion market cap, but even if it went to a $4 billion market cap, which would be 1/10 of SHIB's market cap or near the current market cap of SHIB, that would be 100x, right? Which is why I think some of these plays we're going to talk about have that kind of 50 to 100x potential. So this is the first one. One of the things that makes me incredibly bullish on this is this tweet that Coinbase replied to. So Hero Crypto said, imagine thinking Coinbase won't send just about everything on Base. So he's talking about the Base chain, especially cute cats. And Coinbase replied, the official Coinbase Twitter account replied, especially. So I think all it takes is for a bit of hype to build up around meme coins and, you know, around Toshi specifically, and then it to get listed on Coinbase. And that could really catapult Toshi, cause a lot of hype. And if you look at how quick this move happened on Dogecoin, you know, in mid 2020, it was still around $500 million market cap. And by May, it was at 100 billion. Right? So that's what, a 200x pretty much, or near 100 billion. So that's pretty much a 200x in the space of like 5 months. So things can really heat up pretty quickly. I mean, even here, if we just zoom in more here, you can see in April 2021, it was at an $8 billion market cap. And by May, so pretty much a month later, it had 10x'd. So things can really, really move quickly for meme coins. And the price action of Toshi is relatively bullish. You know, we had this initial impulse. Since then, we've kind of been moving sideways. So I am bullish on Toshi. And this is the first coin that I think is going to do well, that has that 50 to 100x potential. Now, there is another coin on the Base chain, which I think will do pretty well, which is Mochi or Mochi. Someone can correct me in my pronunciation. But this is half the market cap of Toshi. So around 22.6 million. And again, this is one I think is going to do relatively well. Again, a cat coin. I've spoken previously about my thesis on cat coins. You know, we've seen dog coins run, and I think dog meme coins will do incredibly well. But I also think there's a place for cat coins to run as well. I know this sounds pretty crazy, you know, talking about sophisticated investments, but obviously none of this is financial advice. And this is purely for fun. But I do think there's a lot of potential in meme coins this cycle, and specifically in cat coins like Toshi and Mochi or Mochi. So this is another one, like I say, $22.6 million market cap on the Base chain. Going back to this tweet, I do think that these coins could get listed on Coinbase, and that's kind of the bet, is that they start to gain some traction, Coinbase lists them, and then the hype, you know, just absolutely blows up. They're the next SHIB or the next Doge. So they're the first two that I think have 50 to 100x potential. Mochi or Mochi, again, you can see their website, nothing too crazy, you know, it's just a meme coin, 3% tax, but this will be lowered to 0% in future. They've locked the liquidity as well, which is pretty bullish, you know, kind of means you're not going to get rugged. So this is the second coin that I'm pretty bullish on that I think has that 50 to 100x potential. The third coin is SEIYAN. So any of you guys who watch my video on SEI, you will know that I am incredibly bullish on SEI as an L1, right? I think it is the Solana of this cycle. I think it's going to do incredibly well. And because I'm bullish on SEI, naturally things in the SEI ecosystem, I'm pretty bullish on. So in that video, I spoke about SEI NFTs, but the biggest and most liquid coin on the SEI network at the moment is SEIYAN, which I think is the first meme coin on SEI, but it's definitely the most liquid and, you know, has the biggest market cap. The website, pretty silly. It's part of the meme culture of crypto, and SEI are kind of embracing the meme coin culture. You know, in their team, they're actually recruiting guys that specialize in memes to kind of pump this meme culture because they know it's good for the L1, right? If you have a meme coin that's doing well, that's going to bring volume to the chain. So SEIYAN, I'm pretty bullish on. It had a nice initial run, and now it's down roughly 80% from the all-time high. You can see here, down from the exact high to the low. Yeah, we're down about 80%. So I do think there's a decent opportunity. Again, you don't want to go all in on this stuff, but I am pretty bullish on SEIYAN. It's only $8 million market cap at the minute, whereas at the all-time high, it was, you know, much closer to 100 million. Decent liquidity as well, you know, almost $1 million in liquidity. So this is very risky, but it's a bet on SEI. You know, when we saw that recent run in SEI where it went to $1, SEIYAN from the low to the high did, you know, 250 odd percent. So it's pretty much proved itself as a SEI beta play, should I say. And I think as SEI starts to gain more traction, people that missed the trade will start looking for the beta play and they will come to SEIYAN, right? And at an $8 million market cap, we only need it to get to 800 million, which isn't impossible. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but 800 million for 100x, right? Which I think is definitely possible if SEI gets to the valuations that I spoke about in my other video on SEI. So this is the third coin that I think could go to 50 to 100x from its current valuation. The fourth coin is COQ INU. So this is the biggest meme coin in the AVAX ecosystem. Now, you can see the market cap at the moment is about 100 million. It had a pretty insane run in mid-December towards the end of December and went to nearly $300 million valuation. So we're down about 60% roughly from the current all-time high. But one of the reasons why I'm very bullish on COQ INU is because I've launched a $100 million meme coin fund and they released the eligibility criteria, right? And there's not many coins on the Avalanche chain that actually meet the criteria, but COQ INU is, I think, one of 3 coins that meets the criteria, but it is the most liquid. It's the most liquid, it's got the most volume. So if I had to make a bet that one coin, or the first coin that's going to be part of this $100 million meme coin fund, it would be COQ INU, right? And we've kind of seen this cycle that AVAX lags Solana. So Solana will have a move, then AVAX will move. Or meme coins on Solana will move, then meme coins on AVAX will move. And because I'm relatively bullish on Solana as a chain, I do think people will come to AVAX to find the beta play that missed the Sol trade. And, naturally they're going to be drawn to COQ INU as the number one, or kind of like as the leading meme coin on the Avalanche chain. So this is the 4th coin that I'm bullish on. Slightly higher market cap than the other ones that we've spoken about, but I still think this has, potentially 50x potential, given where we saw some other valuations of other meme coins in the last cycle. Definitely, I would say this one is slightly less risky than some of the others, but it also offers slightly less upside than some of the others as well. Now, the 5th coin that I want to speak about is KIZUNA. As you guys know, I'm incredibly bullish on AI as a narrative over the next year or two. I think we're going to see a massive bubble in AI, not only in equities, but also in crypto. That is where I'm allocating a lot of my attention and a lot of my capital is to AI coins. Now, one of the leaders in the AI space at the moment is Tau, right? BitTensor. We've seen Tau go from $40 to $700 odd in the space of about 3 months, 3 or 4 months. And a lot of people, again, that missed the Tau trade are looking for betas. And one of the coins that has proved itself to be a Tau beta is KIZUNA. Right? Now, KIZUNA is the first meme coin built by the Tau AI. So if I just pull up this article here, you can basically see that they took inspiration from SHIB and how SHIB was created. And here you can see in this article, they actually reference SHIB and that it went to a $40 billion market cap. But what they did was they used the BitTensor AI and they put in certain commands, and the BitTensor AI pretty much created the KIZUNA meme coin. So you can see it came up with all of the suggestions, and then they basically created this KIZUNA coin, which is based on SHIB, but they've done it through Tau, and it was completely created by the AI, right? So you guys can go and have a look at this article, created the logo and kind of like the whole concept behind it. And then what they did, the person who created KIZUNA, was he sent 50% of the tokens to the deployer of SHIB. So a bit like SHIB sent a bunch of tokens to Vitalik, they sent a bunch of tokens to the deployer of SHIB. So kind of copying the SHIB tokenomics almost and trying to replicate the SHIB kind of story, I guess, but through AI and specifically the Tau AI. We have seen, or the BitTensor AI, should I say, and we have seen KIZUNA act as a Tau beta play. And you can see it's pretty much been up only. There's been some pretty big drawdowns, but the price action has been doing relatively well. In the last 30 days, it's up 200%, right? And this is something that, I've mentioned in the crypto alpha room is in my portfolio. All throughout this consolidation here, we were pretty much accumulating this, and then we've seen a massive impulse to the upside, roughly about 300%. But like I say, I'm incredibly bullish on AI. I think BitTensor Tau is going to continue to do well, and people who miss the BitTensor trade are going to look for the beta play. Now, obviously, there will be other coins within the kind of AI ecosystem which they can allocate to, but I think that KIZUNA has proven itself as a Tau BitTensor beta play, and it's still only a $41 million market cap. So again, this is a coin that I definitely think has 50 to 100x potential as long as we see liquidity continue to flow into AI. I think this is going to be the main meme coin of the kind of AI space, especially if BitTensor Tau continues to do well, which I think it will. So all of the coins I've spoken about, I think, have 50 to 100x potential. And like I say, I'm allocating a small portion of my portfolio to these meme coins because I think, the risk to reward just makes sense. The downside is 100%, we lose all our money. The upside is, 50x, 100x plus, right? If you catch the right meme coin. And the thing is, you only need to be right once. We only need one of them to do 100x. And we can make absolutely insane money. And I think with these 5 here, if you allocate small positions in these 5, again, none of this is financial advice. If you allocate in these 5, I think you're going to get some pretty decent returns throughout this year and potentially into next year as well. But that's it for this video, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Join the free Telegram group with the link in the description. And any of you guys who want access to my full portfolio, any trades that I'm taking, not just me, but the other analysts in the crypto alpha room, click the link in the description below and you can get access to the Crypto Alpha Room to get access to my whole portfolio, what I'm buying, what I'm trading. Like I say, not just me, but also the other analysts as well. So that's it for this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.